Hi guys, Chris here from CB Profits Academy. Happy Easter to you all. For those of you that are celebrating Easter, I know that it's going to be hopefully a relaxing weekend for you if you celebrate it. And I just wanted to send you a quick presentation. This is quite a short presentation, but as you can see here, it addresses the 5 key points to profits with your own Clickbank product. And basically the reason I decided to do this presentation is literally to give you 5 points that you can check off when you're creating your own Clickbank product that will make sure you make profits. I've released a lot of Clickbank products, well over 50 products, which actually doesn't sound a lot when you say 50, but when you think about the time that takes and the trial and error, it soon adds up. And I've learnt a lot of it the hard way. So I thought I would address the 5 points that I make sure I cover. At the end of this presentation, you want to stay to the end because I've got a special Easter offer for you. As I say, I know it's Easter and I know things are calming down for the they call it here in the UK the bank holiday, which means like a holiday Monday. In the States, I'm not sure, it's probably a holiday as well. So I'll get on with the presentation. At the end, there will be a special offer for the Clickbank product creation service for those of you that have sent me questions about it. Okay, so moving on. The 5 keys to profits with your own Clickbank product. The first is obviously the niche, or not obviously, but if you're going to start somewhere, it will normally be the niche. And to make sure that your product sells, the niche must be addressing a burning issue or problem. Now I know that sounds obvious, but these little bullet points will give you an idea of the things that people miss. Now if your product doesn't sell, it's normally because some of these bullet points are missing, or if it doesn't sell as well as it should, it's because some of these areas you've sort of missed out a few things. Now, the niche must be addressing a burning issue or problem. Basically, the bigger the problem and the greater the need for a solution, that's the key to a good niche. Moving on to the second point, you can see there must be people in the niche. So the second and third bullet point here, there must be people in the niche and there must be competition. Go together. A lot of people will say to me, I found a really good niche and it's got hardly any competition. In all honesty, in most times you may well stumble across a niche that has next to no competition that sells well, but they are few and far between in my experience. You want to make sure that your niche is competitive, and that might sound like, oh well, how can I compete? I'm going to move on to that in a little while. But a big reason that a Clickbank product or any product will fail is because there's not enough people in the niche, or there's not enough need for the solution. So there may well be people looking for a solution, but you have to weigh up how much of, let's say for instance, a good example is if you type into Google how to tie a tie. Remember this example from years back that I read up on, and you will see loads and loads of searches. I can't remember the exact searches, but like 63 million searches and so on for how to tie a tie. But if you were to create a paid product for that search term, it's not the fact that there's not a lot of people searching for it, it's that the information is widely available on how to tie a tie. So it wouldn't sell. Now I know this is common sense, but the key to a profitable product is finding a niche that is looking for a targeted solution. They're looking for answers to a problem, and there's lots of people looking for answers to the problem, and your product addresses the problem and answers the questions better than anyone else's product. Now that may not make much sense, but it will do. It will do, especially if we work together. I'll make sure that you understand it. It's quite simple in a way, but these are the little things. It's not so hard getting a Clickbank product out there that makes money. The problem is that these little check boxes aren't ticked. And you can see the last one there, there must be money in the niche. That's just talking about, as I say, how to tie a tie. Is there money in the niche? Are there people prepared to pay money for this information? And if the answer is no, and a good way to actually see that is how much competition you've had, in a weird sort of roundabout way. If there's competition, if there's a lot of people advertising products that are paid products for that particular problem, then you can bet money that there's money in the niche, because there's competition, there's people making money, there's competition, there's more people coming in because the niche makes money. So never shy away from competition, and always make sure that there's a real big issue or problem that people need help with. Okay, so moving on. The next part, so the second part, I mean there are more parts we could go on about, but for the sake of this presentation, so it doesn't go on and on, I'm addressing the four or five main parts of a successful Clickbank product. This is a very important point. This is where a lot of people, a stumbling block, if you will. The angle. You must have an angle. And what I mean by this is you will see plenty of Clickbank products that get the first part right. So I'll go back, the niche. They get that right. They answer all the questions. They build a product, and their product looks the same as everybody else's product out there. And when people land on their page, they're not going to buy, because there's already plenty of other solutions that are more popular, or they don't get seen, or traffic might be a problem. But normally it's the angle. You must have an angle. It's an easy way into competitive niches, as I say here, and it's an easy way to add value to the niche. And the easiest way to do that is to write down the top questions in the niche. So you're looking at people that are out there already in the niche, and you're looking at how they offer a solution. And then what the easiest way to get your angle is to think about what you can offer. A really easy example, or a real life example, is I had a guide on how to build a chicken coop. And that guide was actually devised because I saw a guide on Clickbank doing well, which gave you a PDF and a bill of materials. And quite simply, the angle for my guide, how could I improve with that? How could I improve on their product? Was to add videos. So instead of just getting a PDF and a bill of materials, they also got a video showing them how to build the chicken coop. Again, you don't have to make the product. That said, you don't have to build a huge product to start off with. It doesn't have to be really expensive videos created to offer an angle. But you do need to think about how your solution is different and how it offers more value, and ideally they need to be able to get from you something that they can't get somewhere else. And that's the easy way to make sure that your Clickbank product sells. Moving on, the next part is the product. Again, this sort of falls in, because once you've got your angle, once you've got how you're going to be different, once you've got how you're going to add more value, the product should focus on answering as many burning questions as possible. And burning is probably not the best word, but I just mean if you've got a good niche, the questions will be really, there'll be people really looking for help. So you've got to really focus down on the questions that people want answering. And this helps. You get the product actually created before the sales page. In my opinion, that's how I do it. The reason being is once you've got that, it's easy to write the sales page, because you've addressed the main questions in the niche, you've answered as many burning questions with the product, and you keep on adding to the product and focus on the angles, making your product different, focus on the different angles. And also another really important one is to start small and build up from there. Another big mistake I see with Clickbank products is glorious websites designed, 500 page guides, or maybe not that extreme, but really spent a lot of money and built a glorious product, and then it doesn't sell. And of course you can keep testing and you can keep trying, but you've outlaid a huge amount and your product's not selling. I'm not saying release rubbish, I'm saying focus on starting small, answering the main questions in your niche, focusing on an angle that gives you a foot in the door, so to speak. It gives you something different. When traffic or people come to your page, they're offered something different. They're offered something, as in the chicken coop example, where they go, wow, this guy's got videos as well. So I've got a guide here. This guide looks most popular, but it only gives me written guides. If I go to this guy, he looks new, and I'm not sure if he's as popular, but it looks like a new product and he's got videos. So, of course, some people, because you're trying to get your product out there, some people will always go for the most popular product. But there will be a big percentage that if you've got your angles correct, your entry points, they will buy your product because it offers more, or it offers more perceived value. The next part is obviously the sales page. The sales page, again, is, and we'll talk more about this in the product creation offer, because the sales page I could create an entire course on how to write a sales page. It doesn't have to be a work of art. To get your first product out there and successful product, you don't have to be a master copywriter. There's a few points that you can follow to make a good sales page. You can see what's out there. You've got to know your niche, and that's really, you've got to know the questions they're asking, and then think about the people that are asking them. You've got to know the sort of age groups and how technically savvy they are, or what they do, or you've got to start thinking about your niche as people, because that's what they are, and it must talk about them and their problems. The sales page, a lot of mistakes, or not necessarily mistakes, but a lot of sales pages I see that I think could be better are because the sales page will talk about them, the creators. So if I created a product and I said, my name's Chris Jones and I've been working online for 10 plus years and I make this much money and I do this and I'm great at this, even saying that as an example, it's not going to make people want to read your sales page. The sales page, the main way to make it a good sales page is to concentrate on them, making sure that you talk about them, making sure that you're addressing their problems, and that the questions they have when they land on the questions that they have when they land on the sales page, making sure they're answered, and making sure that you're talking about them and their problems. And also you want to focus on benefits and not features. That's not just sales copy, that's a age-old sales advice. You want to focus on the benefits they get from your product and not just the features. So, for instance, and back to the chicken coop example, just me saying you get videos with the guide is a feature. So it's just a feature. It's like you get the PDF download, you get the bill of materials, and you get the videos. They're all features. What are the benefits of them is the video will allow you to actually see how to build a chicken coop. The benefit of this is that you can actually see where to put the nails and where to hammer the nails in without any guesswork or confusion. So that's a benefit. And now that's more what your sales page should do, and it should also push your angles. Again, I could do another video on angles specifically, and I may well do, but angles mean you want to try and offer a different angle. You want to stick with what's selling. If there's competition out there, which there will be, if you've got a good niche, you want to try and stick to what's selling, but you want to have an angle as well. So that's your entry into the niche. So they're like the 4 points. Sorry, we've got one more, which makes up a big part of it. I was going to miss out traffic. I've just put traffic versus affiliates here. So this is like the 4th point or the 5th point. You need traffic. You must know how to get traffic. Again, I could do an entire course on traffic. But a few points for a Clickbank product. You've got to know how to get traffic in your niche. Through the Clickbank product creation offer, we cover all of that. It's probably one of the most valuable parts of the course for most people, is I tell you how to get traffic in the niche. You also want to make sure your affiliate page is jam-packed with tools. You also want to make sure you've got proof of sales. Again, you don't need hundreds and hundreds of sales, but you need to prove that your product's selling before you launch it, so affiliates jump on board. And you need to keep the awareness of your product out there for affiliates and tell them a strategy to promote. They're like the main points, and again, they're like the fall down points when people are building a product. They miss out those points, which is no fault of their own. It's all learning, it's all a system. The truth is, a lot of your affiliates on Clickbank will grab your affiliate link, copy an article off your affiliate page and paste it somewhere, so they won't change it. People are not lazy by nature, but they won't do an intricate campaign. But the key is making sure you get the really good affiliates, and you do that by making the launch of your product more into an ongoing event, showing proof of sales. You've got an affiliate page jam-packed with tools, a strategy for affiliates, and you actually show them how to get traffic. So they're the main points of how to make sure, if you tick all them off, if you had all them and you tick them all off, chances are you'd have a profitable Clickbank product. That's how easy or how difficult it is. I've decided to do a CB Academy Easter offer. There is one spot remaining, and basically what we do is you've actually got everything you get sent to you via email, so you can read through that page. But we will work together and we will cover all of these steps to get your own product out there, done for you. And also I'm going to offer a discount offer. I'm actually offering the lowest price ever, but there is a catch, and most people say there's no catch. There is a catch. I'm only offering this for the final spot. All spots have gone, so for this final spot I'm offering it at my lowest price. You'll see that price in your email, and you'll find out details of how to grab that spot and what it really gives you. If I was going to talk about my angle for this offer, it's to stop the guesswork. You'll see a lot of people, there's a lot of product creation offers out there, I'm sure, and there's a lot of PLR products, but what they don't give you is the coaching you need. They don't give you a Clickbank Premier member, and they don't give you the knowledge you need in order to promote your products, get traffic, and go through all these points. Now, we can get started straight away. Obviously it's Easter, so if you want to get started on Tuesday, that's fine, I totally understand. But if you grab your spot, we will make it fun, we'll have great fun doing it, get a product up and running for you, and every step of the way I will go through in far more depth than I can now about exactly how to get a product created, how to outsource. We've got actually loads to cover. You'll see the link in your email to go through to the page, but I go through really in-depth, more in-depth than here, about niche selection. So you've seen the main points there, but I'm going to actually put them into practice, and you'll be on Skype with me, and we'll go through and we'll pick a niche together, and I'll show you why that niche is actually profitable. We'll find a niche that you're comfortable with, so it won't be a niche where you think, I have no idea what this product means, or it's something you're comfortable with. And then I will show you how to get a product created. We go through that, how to outsource it. See, my main keys with this coaching offer and the product creation is to give you the knowledge you need to do this stuff yourself. Not just get one Clickbank product out there that's profitable, but also know how to do it yourself so you can do it time and time again. And the main value comes from the fact of coaching, and it comes from the fact that if you've been online for a long time and you've sort of been jumping around from thing to thing, this is your way out. This is how to make it work for you, and this is how to guarantee profits. This is basically, if I had to start again, this is the first thing I would do. I would make sure that I got my own product out there, but you do have to understand the steps, because a lot of people fall down because of the point. Now, obviously it's a intensive offer, if you will, because it's coaching. So if you're watching this video and you're interested in this offer, I know that you're hard working. I know that you're willing to learn. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be consistent. You have to be able to put into practice what I'm saying to you, you have to be able to start small and grow from it, and you have to be focused on results. This is not a sort of a thing for lazy people, or I'm not saying lazy, but like a push button system. This is not a thing where you're just going to push a button and your computer's going to start pumping out money. To my knowledge, that doesn't exist. I wish it did, but to my knowledge, it doesn't. This is to stop. This isn't for people that want to jump from the next big thing to the next big thing. And let's be honest, if you've sort of found yourself doing that, jumping from product to product, you know, the very fact that you're watching this video, you're online, proves that that product wasn't, I wouldn't say, you know, sort of a con, but it didn't give you a sort of income. It didn't give you what you wanted. So this is for people that want to work online. They want a real business. That's all I'm trying to stress. You're willing to work hard. You're willing to learn. You're like a sponge. You want to soak up what I've got to tell you. We'll work through it. We will make it fun. It won't be like work. And at the end of it, you will have a profitable product out there and a real base for a business. And I'll show you how to get traffic in your niche. And then more importantly, you'll know how to do it yourself, so you can keep on building products. You don't have to get 50 out there like me, but you can build your products. And as an extra bonus, I'm going to offer, since you're still watching this video and listening to me, I'm also going to offer flipper training, which basically means once the product's up and running and we're making money, or you're making money with your product, I will show you, if you want to, how to sell it on Flipper. You don't have to sell the site, but the training will be good and you can take notes. And if you do decide to sell a site, you've then got a whole business plan that you can use to make money, as I've done for 10 plus years. Okay guys, you will have in your email how to claim that final spot. It's the cheapest ever. Literally, it's at discount, so it's the cheapest spot. There's only one remaining, and you will get that bonus as well. Okay guys, I'll leave the video there. Happy Easter, and I look forward to working with one more of you. Cheers.